Maddie, when you know that your audience is ready, you can go ahead and get started.
Once upon a time, there was a miller that lived in a very poor village owned by a rich and powerful king. The miller wanted very special things for his daughter. So one day he went to go talk to the king, and he said, "I have a daughter that can spin straw into gold." The king said, "Fine, then she shall show me her talents tomorrow at exactly noon." So as the miller promised, his daughter showed up at exactly noon, and the king led her to a small room full of straw and a spinning wheel. He said, "If all of this straw is not filled by morning, you shall die." He shut the door. As soon as the door shut, the girl started to cry. The small man with golden skin walked through the door and said, "If I spin this straw for you, what will you give me?" "All I have to give is my necklace," said the miller's daughter, and he started to spin the straw. In the morning, the king came back and he was astonished. He led her to an even bigger room full of straw and a spinning wheel. He said, "If all this straw is not filled by morning, you shall die." He shut the door, and the miller's daughter started to cry. The door opened, and a small man with golden skin walked in and said, "If I spin this straw for you, what will you give me?" "All I have to give is my ring," said the miller's daughter, and he started to spin the straw. In the morning, again, the king was astonished when he came back. He led her to an even bigger room, and this time he said, "If you succeed, you shall be my wife. If not, you shall die." He shut the door, and the girl started to cry. A small man with golden skin walked through the door and said, What will you give me if I spin this straw into gold?" "I have nothing left to give," said the miller's daughter. "Fine, then you shall promise me your firstborn child," said the little man. In the morning, the king came back, and they were married. About a year later, the small man came back, and he said, "If you want to keep your child, you can guess my names in 3 days." The first day, she guessed Casper, Shortribs, and Milkweed. So the man said, "That is not my name." The second day, she guessed Balthazar, Graceflake, and Conrad. The man said again, "That is not my name." And then the third day, there was a house on fire, and a man screaming said, "Rumpelstiltskin is the devil." So on the third day, she guessed Harry and Rumpelstiltskin. Rumpelstiltskin was his name, so she got to keep her child, and she lived happily ever after.